Conduit is bringing blockbuster first-person shooter action to the Wii. With high-octane weapons and stunning visuals, you'll be blasting alien scum all over Washington, D.C. And if you want to fight with some humans, take it to the net and battle it out in a deep online multiplayer mode that features a ton of modes and weapons. Lock and load, your ass is on the line. Joining us for this very special look at the Conduit's multiplayer, producer at Sega of America, Josh Morton. Thanks so much for coming by and bringing, well, this time the multiplayer of the Conduit. You actually have a lot of multiplayer in this game. It's almost like a 50-50 split between single-player and multiplayer. How many modes?
We have 13 different multiplayer modes, so we've really put a lot of time and effort into really making a robust multiplayer game for people to play. It's not just a
little bit of team deathmatch instead of team deathmatch.
We have every man for himself type modes. So you have deathmatch, marathon, bounty hunter, ASC football, and then you have the more team-based team deathmatch, team objective. So capture the flag, team deathmatch, different modes like that.
Especially on those sort of free-for-all modes. Those are some names I don't think register in my head as a typical type of multiplayer. If you wouldn't mind hitting on a couple.
Yeah, we do have some unique multiplayer modes for the Conduit. So, for example, bounty hunter is a mode where you are assigned a target, and you are basically, that target is your bounty, and somebody else has you as their bounty, and you don't know who that is. And so you get points for killing the person that's your target, but you also lose points for killing somebody who's not. So you need to be very careful who you're going for, and be watching your back for this other guy who's trying to attack you. So it's a very unique and interesting new multiplayer mode that we have found has been very fun, and a lot of people like it. And how many people can play in one match of that? 12 people.
12 people, and so you really don't know which is the guy that wants your hide. Now, what are the weapons from the single-player game and the enemies from the single-player game that you can play as or utilize in the multiplayer?
We do have multiple character models in the game, so you can play as Drudge, Trust, Human, you can play as a Trust Scientist, you can play as a drone from the Drudge, Agent, and you also have weapons, all the weapons that you have in the single-player mode, with the exception of the super weapons that are hidden in the weapon.
The ones that just really can't balance, right?
But all the different weapons are available in multiplayer, and so you can utilize something in a different way against a human AI. You know, all the different Wii motion controls, and then how do you hit that guy who's around the corner, and it really gives you this new experience for a first-person shooter.
Now, one thing that people might notice between the Wii and the PS3 and the 360 is it doesn't have a headset to come with it. And communication is such a key element of multiplayer, but you guys do have a solution for that.
We do. We utilize the new Wii Speak peripheral from Nintendo. And essentially you set up your peripheral, and anybody who is a friend or a friend of a friend, so not just your friends, you can communicate with. And so in a team match, you can communicate with all your teammates, so you'll have 5 other teammates in a full match. And then in single-player match, what we do is we have something called sound occlusion, and so to prevent it from 12 different voices all kind of come out of your speaker, we make it to where the 6 closest people
are the ones that you
hear.
Now,
so you can talk smack, with those guys and talk.
Now, you mentioned friends, and sort of matchmaking stuff like that has not been necessarily a strong suit for multiplayer on the Wii. That's another thing that you guys have addressed quite well.
Yes, we've actually worked really hard to make that a seamless, fast, and easy way to join with your friends. So we have multiple things that we're doing there. You can pull friends from your Wii roster, so Wii codes that's already been entered on your Wii console before you've purchased the Conduit. You can import those right into the Conduit.
Yay!
You can add new friend codes just the normal way that probably the least favorable, where you enter the code in. But once you have your friends, there's kind of this viral effect, and you can go into a match with a few of your friends and see friends of them, highlight them, and send them an invite, and they can accept, and then that's it. There's no friend code entering or anything like that. And on top of that, we support a global friend code system. So if you have friends in another country, in Norway, France, Germany, wherever.
Which is good, because then you can really find the best players that are out there.
You may have family out there. You may have friends out there.
Exactly. Or just maybe those building friends you can have. This sounds awesome, and I know it's getting close. When is the game going to be on store shelves?
The game will be coming out. It'll be shipping June 23rd.
All right.
So it's right around the corner.
All right. Well, can't wait to play it. Another good case being made for the Conduit with the multiplayer. Thanks so much for coming by and showing the game off.